Hey guys, well now we're going to take off the door panels here. So obviously I've got one on each side. Just going to show you the one side, and then from there hopefully you guys could figure out how to do this. Now this one's actually already been really torn apart, which makes my life easy, but I'll explain to you what all you got here. So what you want to do is just find all the places where there's hardware. Screws, bolts, or whatever. Now the older the vehicle, it tends to be easier, and they usually will be a Phillips head screw or something. So like here, you can see there's one right here. There was a screw here and a screw here. And then you got all these little recessed bosses right here for your screws to go into. And they go all the way around. And this one's actually already got most of them taken out. Now one thing, on a lot of the older cars you have the hand cranks, because electric windows were not always a standard thing, and if people wanted to be a little cheaper they could go with these, or the older cars this is just what they had. Now hopefully you guys can see down in there. Actually I probably should just grab the light, it might make your life a little easier. But if you push on the panel a little bit, you can see there's a little clip down in there. See it? A little wire piece. And all it is, it's a little spring clip, and you just got to pop it off with the screwdriver. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'll show you what the clip looks like. Hopefully we can still find it. What you want to do is just put a screwdriver under here. See the clip? Just going to give it a push, and usually that's about it. Got a couple little pushes on both sides, and then the turn knob should just pop right off. See, the clip is still kind of stuck in there. Alright, clip popped off, and this guy just pops off. So it's just got the teeth in there, which then made up with that piece. And there's the clip. So it's just like that. You just pop the little sides off, and then it pops off, and then your handle comes off. So honestly, with taking off a door panel, that can tend to be the hardest part, because not all of them like to come off that easy. And then again, all I have to do on this particular one is just remove this one screw, so let's go ahead and do that. Thankfully this truck was fairly weather tight and nothing super rusty. Alright, so now what you want to do is kind of pull the bottom out. Generally speaking, that's how they always want to come out. And this piece is usually just kind of tucked into the door. Usually if I have two hands it's a lot easier. But all this piece does is then just kind of pop up out of the channel. So since I got a video camera in my hand, use some leverage and hope that that helps me out. Okay, see, that just pops up. It's in the track. And this lifts up. There was a bunch of little clips on it, but you just kind of pop those out, and then the panel pops right off. So there you go. Now you're to the metal and to the meat. So I'm just going to take this piece of junk and throw that in the bed for now. Now let's look at what all we got under here. So now, to each their own with derby stuff. As always, I will always preach that. But what you want to do is just take off all the things that you don't feel are important, and or potentially could hurt you. So first you want to grab all these little scrap cardboard chunks for soundproofing and whatever else. You got all kinds of little plastic brackets. Sometimes you can take them off by hand, like this case. I just pop that guy off by hand. Alright, foam ring here, don't need that guy anymore. Eventually this will come out. So if you look at where how the crank mounts, there's just two screws here. We also then got some hardware here. Now I don't want to get too carried away because I still need the doors to work. So I'm going to still leave like the door handle and stuff attached. I'll probably get this little foam piece, just kind of grab it and pull it, that comes off. Two bolts for this bracket that held the handle, so I'm definitely going to take that off because sharp metal is never a good idea on your doors. If you ever do that just in a hurry and put foam in, you will cut through the foam and it will hurt. I've never personally done that because I've always just gone the extra mile to make sure I take as much off these things as possible, but I've heard of other guys getting hurt from something so simple and silly. So there you go. That's how you quickly pop off a door panel and some of the things to look for.